Hey guys, welcome back to Micho Makes. My name is Micho. I like to make stuff. Today I've got part number 33 of the Toyota Sprinter Trueno AE86 by DeAgostini. This is the 1/8 scale, huge model that we're building together. Without further delay, let's jump right into this one. Alright, starting off, we've got our cover here. Got our half box. Got our pieces here. And we've got our book, our magazine, they call it. Looks like we're getting to look at the FJ40, which is nice. Okay, the AE101. You know how we were talking about the AE92? I think it was the last issue. This is the one actually that had the black top and the silver top, the iconic engines that you would be a good normal replacement for the 4AGE blue tops that you have in 86s too as well. These ones did, I guess in Japan they had the option for a supercharger in there. It's pretty dope. Looks like a factory supercharger too as well. These came out in the 91 abouts. And there was I believe, a Trueno N11 model too as well. But they did do away with, and they actually did away with the pop-up headlights in the AE92s. Oh no, my apologies. No, they did have pop-up headlights in the AE92s. The AE101s and did not both 11 and Trueno did not have the pop-up headlights. They were fixed headlights. Sure this is in focus for you guys can actually read it too as well, if you're interested in something like that. The same timeline that we've been looking at before, the bottom, and we are about right around here. Aha, iconic FJ40. I really want one of these. Almost impossible to find now. These were made back in the 60s. I guess they made them through 84, it looks like down there. But these are amazing little Land Cruisers. Still very expensive. Very, very cool FJ40s. I would love to have one of these. People say they're bulletproof. They just keep working. They are obviously very small. Especially if you get an older one, they are underpowered sometimes too as well. But you want to talk about something that keeps its selling value? These things are still crazy expensive. These specifically the older ones. Maybe back, in the 90s they were maybe cheaper to get because everybody wanted new technology and stuff. But obviously resurgence. And I might be wrong about that, but I do believe these still hold their value. Maybe even back then too as well. But these are such iconic vehicles, these Land Cruisers. Obviously people like to hate because yes, Toyota takes a lot of inspiration from British brands too as well. Does look very, very much like the Land Rover. Obviously the name, the Land Cruiser, a little bit different, but Toyota just obviously takes a concept of a truck, SUV, Land Cruiser, right, and just kicks it up a notch, way higher, and these are way more reliable than Land Rovers. All right, we'll be jumping right in this part here. Let's take a look at our parts that we're working with. All right, before we get into the box, it looks like we have some pieces that were just kind of floating out in the bag. We have some CM screws, and we have some, looks like tape. Some sort of adhesive that'll come in handy, it looks like. Let's open the box. And what's really cool, this is one piece. Second piece. This battery box, it looks like, is a fuel tank. So even though it looks exactly and is spec'd out exactly like the AE86 fuel tank, actually will hold the fuel to the car, which is the batteries. We've got the cover here for, I guess, obviously taking the batteries out. And it looks like we have the back side of the batteries too, where we're going to be installing the looks like AAA's, 3 AAA's, as well as some wiring that's going to flow into the car. We also have some AM screws, or AIM screw, one AIM screw, and I believe this is just the screw that's going to hold the battery compartment shut, and some AP screws too as well. So looks like we will be needing the chassis second, so let's get this out of the way and get the chassis in here. Okay, first things first, it looks like on the back side of the battery box, we've got to actually apply some of that tape to kind of do some quick wire management here. So first step is like we're taking, oops, not this one right here, and the tape. I'm just taping this piece down here, this black wire, across the edge. So it's funny because it looks like they want us to keep this kind of area clear, just because I believe that it's going to be right up on the body and it's not going to really give you a lot of clearance. Now, obviously, it's funny because this has got soldered in this weird direction, so but they want it up this direction here. So we're going to go ahead and take some piece of tape. Gosh, this one doesn't want to come off. There we go. This one does. Okay. Just tape this right here. And the red wire can be taped just right here in this corner. Sure looks like. It's funny that they make you do these kind of tasks too as well. And this can be taped on this side because they want 40 millimeters on this portion right here, as per indicated by this diagram right here, to be cleared. All right, so then we take this spot right here. Looks like we're going to be putting it this direction, just like so. See the battery box there, and we're going to be securing these down with AP screws. Okay, got that all secure. All right, next step is that we're going to take this actually and place, actually not this one, we're going to take this one and we're going to place this here. Looks like we have to, looks like, yeah, looks like it's set, we have this, these little holes are keyed, and this one too as well. And obviously it would go right here and these two right there. So it looks like it just falls right there. Then we're going to take a CM screw. Another CM screw. We've got those two right down there. Sorry, it might be a little hard for you to see right there. I'll go ahead and zoom in too. Put it there. This one going here too as well. Okay, that back piece is on. I'll zoom back out. And next step, we're actually matching up these here. Now it looks like there's a pass through. Obviously it's going to go like this, right? there's a path through. We got to get this wire through to make sure that it can be connected, obviously, to any kind of electronics. Make sure that this kind of gets combined. Not super weird. Get some tweezers, kind of help guide that through. Excellent. And then get this set. Make sure that the connection point is sticking through. Looks like it goes through this hole right here. I'm going to just pull that out, just make sure I can see it. Good. All right, just make sure that's like that. All right, and then we're going to take some AP screws. Fuel tank screwed on. And the great part, I mean, it's just so funny that they use the fuel tank as their battery battery compartment. I mean, that's where really the fuel is, right? And it runs this whole thing. Okay, that's on. Let's double check the connection point. That connection point's still there. Great. The wire's still there. Make sure that is nice and easy to access. And we're going to take this screw, or this panel. This is the actual battery compartment panel that we're obviously not going to be using any power just yet. Put that on. We'll get the AM screw. This is the one that will be living in here. You can tell it's nice and shiny. Screw that on. This will be our main battery compartment. And with that, we're done with this part. Getting the fuel tank, it's a nice little change of pace than working on the rear diff, but getting the fuel tank on, getting the wiring in, the really first bit of wiring that we're going to be having for the electronics installed. Pretty cool. But I want to thank you today for joining me on part number 33 of the Toyota Sprinter Trueno AE86 by DeAgostini. This is, again, the 1/8 scale model that we're working on together. Just got this battery bank installed. Really looking forward to the next part, and I think you guys are going to be too as well, because I took a peek, and it looks like, that looks like the firewall. And I want to make sure that you can actually see that. First step's really into the firewall, it looks like. I believe that's the firewall. Kind of hard to see. But look forward to that. Really do appreciate you guys spending your time with me today. My name is Michio Makes. Would really like a like and a subscribe if you can, if you have a second. Really helps the channel grow. But if anything, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.